All right, welcome back. All right, guess what? Last week of music basics, because next week we're actually going to get into rhythm. And we're going to actually start putting some of these basic skills we've been talking about to work. So let's get to it. Let's do some review. Okay, you guys remember these, okay? Remember, clefs, they will tell you how high or how low you will be playing, okay? And for the most part, based on what you are playing, what instrument you're playing will determine what clef you will be using. Remember, these are the instruments that use the high treble clef. These are the instruments that use the low bass clef. Okay, so anytime you see this symbol, think high. Anytime you see this symbol, think low. Let's keep it moving. Okay, remember when we took a lot of time on this, about this idea of measures, about grouping notes, the musical notes into groups to make what they call measures. Okay, and remember, we use this little line that goes down the middle of the staff, remember, music staff, to separate the measures, to make the measures, okay? So remember, a fixed number of notes together is called a measure. The line that separates them is called the bar line, okay? All right, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it rocking and rolling. Notes, remember, notes determine how long or how short your notes or your playing will be, okay? We'll definitely get into this starting next week. This is going to be crucially important in developing and making our rhythms. Time signature, those two numbers, the 4 and 4. That's it. No, don't ask me nothing else about it yet. Just those two numbers. I will say this is very important for rhythm as well. So when we get into rhythm, I promise you, I will go into this in depth. Very much. But today, just those two numbers. You see those two numbers? Time signature. Two numbers. Time signature. 4, 4. Time signature. Those two numbers. Time signature. It's two numbers. Time signature. All right, here we go. Nope. Don't look at that yet. Not for you. Okay. Last thing we're going to talk about in music basics, okay? So, remember, the music staff has five lines and four spaces, okay? So because it has 5 lines and 4 spaces, each one of these lines and spaces will have a letter. Remember the musical alphabet, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Each one of these lines and or spaces will have a letter attached to it. Okay, so for this one, as you see, if we start at the bottom space and we go up 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at how these letters are arranged. What do you think that spells? Yes, face, spells face, okay? So when you're thinking of going from bottom to top, from the bottom space to the top space, you will spell the word face using those letters. Let's start. F, A, C, E. One more time. F, A, C, E. Okay, so I'd say face equals space. Look again. Face equals space. Okay? Remember that. Now, for the lines, what we're going to do is we're going to create something that we call an acronym. Some of you should have known this when you did the project a few weeks ago. An acronym. It's something that people use to remember either words or letters in sequence. So, here's the sequence of letters going from bottom to top using the five lines. E, G, B, D, and F. Okay? One thing we like to say is every good boy does fine. Now wait. Wait, ladies. I already know, ladies. I already know. Okay. I know some of you don't agree with it. In fact, I probably would say most of you don't agree with that statement that every good boy does fine. Okay. I got you. So you can come up with another word that starts with the B. It has to start with B because B is on this third line. So you could say every good baby does fine, or you could say every good Barbie does fine, as long as it's a B, okay? So, very important that you guys remember that, because on this week's assignment, there will be a question that's going to ask you, what letter is this? And it's going to have a note in either on the line or in the space. You're going to have to tell me, okay? Very important you know this. Now, is this going to stay the same? No, it will change, okay? But for now, just for now, don't worry about that. We'll talk about when it'll change. But right now, I want you to remember face equals space, and every good boy does fine. Face equals space. Every good boy does fine. Okay? All right. So, in your assignments, you will have everything you need to get started on this and to practice this. This is going to be so important. This is going to help you create. We got to get these basics down before we can start getting into the nitty gritty of how do we do this stuff. Okay? Because I'm going to ask you guys soon enough to do your own writing. Okay? So, got any questions? Please come see me. Shoot me an email. If I'm on my Zoom link, get on my Zoom link and I'll help you out with whatever you need. But until then, let's get it cracking. Yeah!